In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to deactivate your account on Slack. Whether you're taking a break or just need to step back for a while, deactivating your account is a straightforward process, and I'll guide you through it step by step. First things first, you'll need to open up Slack on your desktop or through their web platform. We're focusing on these versions because mobile interfaces can differ, and it's crucial to use the exact features available on the desktop or web version for this task. Once you're in your workspace, you'll want to navigate to your account settings. You can do this by clicking on your profile picture, usually found in the upper right corner of your workspace. Once the drop-down menu appears, look for the option that says Settings, or it might say Account and Profile, depending on your view. Click on this, and it will take you to a section where you can manage various details about your account. As you scroll through these settings, you'll need to look for the option to deactivate account. Keep in mind that this might be toward the lower end of your settings page, so make sure you scroll all the way down to find it. When you see Deactivate your account, go ahead and click on it. This button is the key to initiating the deactivation process. At this stage, you'll be asked to enter your password. This step is a security measure to ensure that it's really you making these changes to the account. Once you've correctly entered your password, you'll need to confirm your decision to deactivate. After doing this, your access to the workspace will be immediately removed, and your account will become inactive right away. It's important to note that although your account is deactivated, you will still appear in the workspace as a deactivated user. This means that any messages and files you've shared in the past will continue to remain in the workspace unless you had previously removed them before deactivating. Your presence will not entirely disappear, but you won't be able to interact or access the workspace in any way, keeping the conversations and documents intact as a part of the workspace's history. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Deactivating an account can be a tough decision, but hopefully this process has helped to make it a little bit easier for you. If you have any questions or need further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tech guidance in the future.